And so far, this is where our MPs have reached with us today.
Madam Chair, I need protection from these hecklers. Madam Chair, I want to tell them, you can bribe the honorable members here, but you cannot bribe the people of Kenya. Yes. And as a son of Mau Mau, yes, I cannot be intimidated by these hecklers.
Order, honorable members. Order, members. And I will order the Honorable NDINDI NYORO to withdraw the statement. If not, then you substantiate your claim. Honorable NYORO.
Madam Chair, I stated here, Madam Speaker,
Honorable NYORO,
we have the evidence that these members are being bribed 100,000 and 200,000.
Honorable NDINDI.
Thank you once again. Thank you so much for your continued support always in this YouTube platform. I want to take this golden chance to thank the new subscribers for your subscription. You've done a great job. And now I can see at the end of this week or even next week, we are going to make it at least 10K subscribers. Thank you. As you board the same boat with the members, please consider to share my videos to your friends, family and relatives. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are first time viewer watching me in this broadcast, kindly do me a favor, just a polite reminder, take a 1 second, click that notification bell and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you should not be late getting the hot news update based on our political observation in this country and not only in Kenya and also globally. I want to take this golden chance to welcome you all once again to Zion Broadcast. There's one thing I like about NDINDI NYORO. NDINDI NYORO is a sober-minded leader. That is the fact. Whether you will nail me, whether you'll kill me, it remains the fact. NDINDI NYORO is a courageous man and he has that Kibaki spirit in him. He will one day become the president in the Republic of Kenya. Save this video for future reference. NDINDI NYORO is not like other incompetent MPs who are making a lot of noise in the parliament, doing nothing and warming the chair. The reason why NDINDI NYORO was impeached, as we begin now analyzing that video, is because of his good characteristic we saw, or RUTO's allies saw, in his leadership. NDINDI NYORO is better than people like Kimani Chungwa. Is better than many of them. My friend Ruku, who is just there making a lot of noise but can't perform his duties, plus the rest. Ladies and gentlemen, it is so sad, so shameful that instead of our MPs to come up with a good agenda to put on the discussion, they are ready to take 100,000 shillings, 200,000 shillings, just to visit the parliament and heckle someone who is opposing the head of state. And so far, this is where we have reached as I started analyzing this video. For how long will we learn about what we call leadership supremacy in us? Yes, we have failed as a country. Indeed, it is true that today, even if young generation, young children, will be given a chance to speak where we have reached as a country, they will say it is not even 20%. That is why the Gen Zs and the young youth in this country demonstrating, fighting for their right. As much as the former head of state had incited them to go and fight for their right, it was somehow true, but even him, in other circumstances, he failed as a president. But of William Ruto's administration, he has failed terribly, and I can give him 0%. I will appreciate you if you've done something tangible, the way I'm appreciating NDINDI NYORO. Our MPs, you must now change. You are the people who can lead the president into the wrong direction, or who can make the president work. I know presidency is not easy. Of course, you are aiming to that position. But as a president, you also ought to reason as a man and think and conclude, come up with a conclusion. If there is total chaos in the parliament this way, then there are two things we are preparing for. The first one is war, and allow me to use echoes of war. The second one, Kenyans are going to suffer, while you guys, you are going to enjoy the life. And up to this date, since our country Kenya got independence in 1963, people are still living in a denial, hope and trust from our leaders, which is so wrong, so sad. As we expect more changes from leaders, they don't listen to any voices. They don't listen even to other political analysts like us. They are taking things for granted that power is permanent to them. Now, you will conclude, or you have concluded to yourself, that no discussion was put on the table in the parliament, as instead they were having an aim to overthrow NDINDI NYORO. And I don't have that video to prove that. But I only have that video indicating how they were behaving and threatening NDINDI NYORO's life after NYORO had spoken the truth and revealed the bad, the quack characteristic UDA allies are performing in their leadership. That is the drama. Ladies and gentlemen, give us your opinion, and thank you so much for your continued support. Blessed day.